Marketing is harder than I expected. Hi, my name's Hope. I am an indie author. That is my book right there, Beyond Words. It published October 2025. It's been a couple months, obviously, since it came out. Today, as I'm filming, is December 24th. I'm actually going over to my parents pretty soon to do a little early celebration for Christmas. But I wanted to make this quick video just talking about the things I've learned with the past couple months and dealing with trying to market my book as an indie author. um, I don't feel like I am um, knowledgeable or qualified to give advice regarding this topic, although I just feel like I wanted to talk about what I've learned and what I've noticed, because I feel like this is a part of indie publishing that I haven't seen talked about very much. So I just want to share what I've learned. Marketing as an indie author fully requires you to believe in your work, even when there's no noise. My book published, like I said, in October, and October was probably the best month I had. Just obviously the posts. My Facebook page gets a lot of traction here, more than YouTube. I don't post fairly often on here, but um, I did fairly well, I believe, as an indie author on release month. But the month of November and the month of December have been, honestly, if I'm speaking from my heart, not the greatest. Which is okay. It fully requires you to just continue to believe in your work, and keep that belief when you have these moments where it's quiet, the book isn't being read or purchased, and it solely is just because it's not advertised. So it heavily relies on you to go and, post and get it out there. But I learned recently that most of marketing is entirely consistency, because, it's going to get spread out there the more you post. And that for me has been a struggle, just because I feel like I've posted everything that I can. At this point, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that's what's interesting, because sometimes it takes just that posting the exact same thing multiple times. Obviously, not the same video, but like the same um, comments, the same pitch, the same. Every time you post it, you're not going to get the same people to see it, and maybe the third fourth time you post, you do get an extra 20 30 people to see it that haven't seen it that first time you posted. So it is consistency, but sometimes it's without feedback. So that's the part that gets me, at least, kind of stuck in my head, because you post that video and then all you can do is just sit and wait, and you don't really see much right after that. So it's really easy to just start tying in that silence with my worth. At least, obviously, I'm speaking for myself, but there's just this constant pressure to feel like, everything has to be on. My brain has to be on. I'm always trying to be visible, get myself out there, get the book out there. And that can be really stressful. One of the things I've been practicing here lately is just letting progress be quiet and being proud without feeling like I need permission to be. Um, I never made a video about this, but I got my book. It obviously it exists. It's right there. It's on Amazon. It's on the Kindle Unlimited membership. It's also in two indie bookstores, one near me currently and one in my hometown. And people have connected with it. I have reviews and I have text messages that I can put around the screen that have fully made the whole process feel worth it. People have connected to it. It's loved, and the lack of support, meaning like purchases and reads in November and December, I didn't market very much in those months, if I'm being entirely honest. So I'm trying to not connect the lack of sales with um, all the good things I have. Like all the reviews, all the messages, all those were so, so, so important. And the fact that it is for sale in two indie bookstores is another whole super, super cool thing. So just because a post, several posts, a video doesn't do well to worldly standards doesn't mean all the other good things disappear. And I've been working really hard to get myself to realize that because I'm allowed to be excited regardless of if it's making, 100, 200, 300 sales. When I decided to just indie publish instead of like query and get an agent and all that stuff, I knew that it meant like do things on your own, but I also was more focused on the fact that um you have sole decision making. You can make the cover look however you want. You can write whatever you want. You can name it, put your name, do a pen name, whatever it may be. You make all the decisions. You decide release date. You decide the price you want to set it at. You do all that, which was very intriguing to have that sole like control, which I still plan on indie publishing the rest of the Autumn Hill series. But um, I do think it would be interesting to at least try to query a book, which I can make another video on another time, but I would want it to be like a standalone and just see what the process may look like because I feel like that would be a very interesting journey to go down, especially only having experience with just the one book that I've self-published right now at least. Yeah, having an agent and all that stuff really helps with the you kind of I mean you write and you it I could be wrong, but it feels like you kind of get to do all the fun parts. So, and like an agent, and they would handle all of the not so fun parts, including marketing. So, um, yeah, marketing as an indie author is definitely harder than I expected. Um, if you're an indie author or aiming to be one, just know that if you feel this way, you're not behind and you're not alone. I definitely am in the same boat with you. Um, this part just requires patience and self trust and, determination not to give up. It really helps to have people that, maybe family members, friends that have read it and can share it with people they know. So the spreading only gets further down the line. Um, But yeah, this video very short. I just wanted to kind of talk about the things that I've noticed in the past couple months. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here, and might actually go make some short clips for um, some marketing. But yeah, thanks for watching. Um, 2025 on YouTube has been really cool. I look forward to continuing to try to be more intentional with the videos that I make and maybe posting more. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching. Tiger says hi. Yeah, have a Merry Christmas. I don't know when this will go up, but I hope you did have a Merry Christmas. And here's 2026.